Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Jaren here with Ankit
What's up?
and Ricardo.
Hey.
And thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Otakucast from the Geek Index. Now, some of you may be wondering where you can check us out at. You can check us out on Facebook, of course. We have our YouTube site there, but we haven't gotten our iTunes up yet except for the GamerCast. If you guys are interested in finding out more about the Otaku podcast and when we're going to be putting it on iTunes, just stay tuned to the Facebook channel and we'll show you where that's going to go. So today on the whole Otaku podcast, we're going to start talking about some anime and some conventions. But for right now, what have you guys been watching and reading so far?
For some reason, I've been really getting into sports manga.
Uh-huh.
So I started reading soccer.
What's the name of this?
Fantasista and what was it, Captain Tsubasa?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay, I've heard of Captain Tsubasa. I haven't heard of the other one.
Well, I'm going to start reading Captain Tsubasa today, but I've been really getting into sports manga. Like, I was about to reread I Shield 21, but I was like, nah, it's okay. I'll just read the last part because I just watched the anime.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, that'll be fine. I've been watching Ace of Diamond.
So you've been really into a lot of sports.
Yeah, I've been getting into sports mode for some reason. I'm just like, is it because sports are about to calm down because of the weather right now and everything? Yeah. I don't know. I've been enjoying that, and of course, One Punch Man.
Of course,
I've been caught up to that.
Watching it myself.
There we go.
How do you like? how do you like it so far?
Wow, I did not. It blew my mind.
It literally blew my mind. Like the first time I saw it, even now, I talk to people who like don't really watch anime, and I'm just like, "Have you seen One Punch Man?" They're like, "Oh my god, yeah!" And I'm just like,
yeah, because I got my cousin to watch it too, and he's just like, "Yo, this is pretty good." I'm like, right? I'm like, it's because it's not so serious.
Yeah. But it's serious at the same time. It's like very action packed, but it's like it's humor to it.
And the animation, like when battles happen, I'm like, so good. But like, I'm already upset it's gonna be ending soon.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna do a season 2? I hope.
They definitely will. But like the manga's like taking some time to come out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, is it monthly?
I think it's a monthly manga, to be 100% honest. I'm not 100% sure. Like, if you guys want, you can correct me.
Well, I mean, it's hard because there's two versions of this manga. There's like an actual quality drawn one, and then there's like the poorly drawn one, but they're both essentially the same story. The poorly drawn one was the original one, and then people were like, "Oh, this is pretty good. Let's make it an actual one in an actual like shonen magazine." It's not Shonen Jump, I don't think so.
No, it's not.
But they got another artist to draw for him in better quality, and it's essentially the same story. They're just retelling it with better art.
That's pretty cool. I mean, even though it's not brand new, but it's new to the anime, so like people get to see the experience like really 3 times if they want to.
And like if you want to like continue after the anime, I suggest reading both of them because they're both pretty good. But if you want to read the newer one because the art style will be more like,
pleasing to the eye.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So just One Punch Man, Ricardo, or anything else?
Yeah, that will be it. I actually am falling behind on stuff to watch.
Yeah,
I'm taking a recommendation if you guys want to give me something to watch.
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu is amazing.
Well, I'll go watch
sports.
it.
Yeah, it's another sports one.
This one's volleyball.
But it's really good. I really enjoyed watching.
Yeah,
it.
the season so far has all been about like training,
just training,
and buffing.
So they're gonna be OP when they actually hit the courts.
Well, it's because they felt the wreckage from the end of season 1.
The one thing I don't like about this anime is because it makes me feel like self-conscious. Because they take the time and do this training, and I'm in my mind, I'm just like, I'm going to do this training too. Like, I'm going to take a time out from my everyday life and just train my body, my mind, and my soul. But then,
right. When you watch shit, you're just like, what do you do with your life? Like, is it just volleyball?
I was just like, if I sit there and I'm just like, click, I'm like, damn, I should really be training right now. But like, I just got into the series, so I'm just the time just wastes. But like, well, I've been getting into this past, I guess 3 days. I've actually gone back to my roots and started rereading Love Hina again.
I don't blame me. There's series like that I always come back to every once in a while to reread.
I was just talking to a coworker of mine. She's like, "What are you into?" And I'm like, "Love Hina," and she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I really like harem manga and anime. It's just." So my favorite. It's just I grew up on it. It's weird. It's like just like that one guy.
Yo, if it's close to hentai, I'm in. Like I'm about to read it.
I like that ecchi, yo. Oh, so I was really excited. I'm on volume 5 right now. There's 12 volumes. No, there's 14 volumes. I'm lying. There's 14 volumes, pretty sure. But I have everything. I actually have doubles of it, except for the fact that I gave 3 to a neighbor of mine, but they moved away. So if you ever see this, I'm coming for my books. Just know that, like, I want my books back.
One thing I want to add. Any of you guys been caught up to Dragon Ball Super?
Yes.
You've been caught up?
Yes.
Anime-wise or both? Because there's a manga to it. There's a
anime-wise.
Okay, anime-wise.
Anime-wise, I'm not caught up, but I'm pretty sure I know what's going on right now.
I'm really not enjoying this too much. At first, it was interesting. I hate the fact that the first 8-10 episodes was a retelling of a movie we already fucking seen a year ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they added a twist to it now. And you know what the twist is?
No, what was the twist?
So, you know how Beerus is a god of destruction of their universe?
Yeah.
And then the second one invaded?
Yeah.
So the second one in his universe, Dragon Balls are planets.
What?
Yeah.
That's new. That's new. I mean, that's cool.
Right?
I guess.
Wasn't that dumb?
Yeah.
Like, they were like, I got 6 orange orbs. He's like, are you talking about the Dragon Balls? Yeah, but they're not like small size over here. They're the size of planets in our universe. I'm just like, okay. I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, I guess each universe gets their own Dragon Ball. It makes sense. Dimensions.
It does
get
make
their
sense.
get their own Dragon Balls. But then he was just like, all right, if I win, we use the Dragon Balls in the universe to transfer Earth from his dimension, and they switch Earths. Because in the other dimension, that Earth is a barren wasteland that people already destroyed humanity.
Oh, good times.
And then they want the Z Fighters dimension Earth because all the delicious food.
That okay. So that it's all about food with this series.
So because both the dimension they're brothers.
Yeah. Oh, so he's jealous of he has all the food and everything, so that's why they want to
So they
switch.
always have a food challenge when they meet. So now they were like, hey, if whoever wins gets to get the wish from the Dragon Ball or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they decide is like they don't fight themselves. They make a team of 5 fighters each.
Okay.
So Goku and Vegeta.
Of course.
And then I think they said Piccolo?
I'm not too sure.
They said no to Goku said no to Gohan. That was the best part. He's like, nah man, he all about that books. He's not a fighter anymore.
He's like, you take a chill pill.
Yeah.
And you go read a book or something.
So he's
so Gohan's out. That's fine.
Yeah, so
He's not as
I'm
good as he
assuming
used
it's
to
gonna be Piccolo.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Even though he's not that, get the out of here.
Wolf Fang Fist.
But the most interesting part is, even though we don't know their 5 members, is that the other dimension
Has
God of
Saiyans, right?
Destruction. He's like, let's get our own Saiyans.
Yeah,
I
I read that part in the manga. I saw a clip of manga and I was like, I scrolled past it like 3 times. I'm like, let's get our own Saiyans. I'm like, wait, you have Saiyans too? That's kind of.
It makes sense. They have their own universe.
I wonder
their own dimension.
I wonder what they look like.
That's what I'm thinking, because people were online and they were like, hey, what if it's Nappa Super Saiyan
That's
3
what I'm saying.
and
Nappa,
Raditz Super Saiyan 2 or something.
Like all those things in the Xenoverse that people have been making actually comes true. They're just, Akira was just like, I'm gonna take these ideas, put it in my show.
And that's the only interesting aspect of this Super to me, is to see the other dimension version of Saiyans. But I'm still not liking this whole the story thing.
Now there's 7 Dragon Balls in our universe. And
they have 7 in their story.
They have 7 too. So there's 7 planets.
He's only collected 6 so
okay.
far.
That's what I didn't know if he had 6 or 7. So there's still 7. Okay. I thought there was gonna be a total of 10 Dragon Balls for us now, because there was pictures of showing other Dragon Balls, like a 8-star, 9-star. Maybe that might just been fan art. So I'm not 100% sure.
Not 100% on that either.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm always down for more balls. So
Of course you are.
Yeah, you know me.
I don't judge, but word.
In some convention news, since we're taking a small break from anime, I was going to tell you about some news coming from Anime Next. So if you guys go on to animenext.org or on Facebook, you'll be able to see that Anime Next is going to be hosting the World Cosplay Summit Finals this year in Atlantic City, which is a big step for us in the whole convention circuit. I remember we hosted the semifinals I believe it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Not this past year, but
100% sure.
not this past year, but the 2 years ago, because I remember I was doing security for it. So
was that main events?
It was main events.
It's funny. I work AV Tech all the time and do all the equipment for them, and I still don't know what panels I worked for.
But hosting the finals this year at our new location is going to be a new experience for attendees, staffers, and anyone in general going. But it should be a fun time. I'm actually really excited for it. So make sure you guys do purge at animenext.org in case you guys are interested in going to see the World Cosplay Summit Finals or just experiencing the new Anime Next in Atlantic City this year. So make sure you guys do that. It's going to be...
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not coming back as a staffer this year.
You actually join...
I want to experience the first year at AC as an attendee. And if I like it, I'll come back to staffing.
Yeah. If you guys don't find me Anime Next, I'm probably gambling.
Slots.
And that's another reason I'm also attending. So if I'm not having the greatest of time, I'll probably have a good time like I usually do. But this is for the off time when people can't find anything to do after most of the convention time's done for the day. I could just walk down and whatever, go to a show in AC. Although that place is a dying place, but it's a whole different story.
Since you mentioned it, could we just talk about that? The difference of doing staffing and attending? Like,
yeah, sure.
We've staffed so many conventions. Like, do you remember how to attend a convention?
No, I remember us failing to do that when we went to New York Comic Con 2 years ago. You and I walked the dealer's room, the artist alley, in like 2-3 hours.
And then we sat down.
And then, no, we didn't sit down.
Oh, we didn't sit down.
We stood in a random hallway at New York Comic Con and we looked at each other and said, what do we do now? We were done looking at everything in 2 or 3 hours. And
guys,
we
there's something called panels.
See,
there's a problem with panels at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
And many might not agree. But I don't like the fact that some of the panels that you could just stay seated. Like, at Anime Next, we say, please clear the room.
Yeah.
Wait in line again. And everything's fine. But I think they changed the rules now, right?
Yeah, they changed the rules. Because I remember they cleared the rooms out. Like, I wasn't really around to see it, but, like, I saw, like, I was talking to some people, and they said they cleared the rooms out, and then they actually formed a line again. And people were allowed to go in after the line was cleared and everything like that. So I think they changed the rules of that.
I think that's just for the main panels, though, right?
No, I think some of the side panels, I think people were still allowed to sit down and continue to watch the panel. But like for the main blockbuster panels that people came to see, they actually cleared the room, reforming line.
Yeah,
and
because
then
you had to get a band for each main one.
Yeah.
And from what I heard from Bowie was, if you waited in line to get one, you were probably only going to get like one or two for like a main panel.
Yeah. It's packed. It's always packed. It's New York Comic Con.
Well, it's because he said that when they were giving away the bands, they would simultaneously give off the bands for other panels, another panel at the same time. So you were never guaranteed to able to get a band for every single one.
You just have to, pray.
Yeah, well, you have to choose priority, which one you want.
And pray.
And pray.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. New York Comic Con is not fun for me anymore.
Yeah. I agree. Even this past year, well, it wasn't fun this past year.
And the worst part is, it was so bad, too, because all the other times we went to New York Comic Con, we went as attendees, too. We never really worked it.
Yeah. Yeah, we never...
But, like, as our experience with working at cons went up as the years went by, our attendee skills went down.
Yeah, I would go to a show and I would just be like, man, I don't know what to do. And then I would be like, can I just volunteer? Can I help you guys? That's what I would do.
And that was the problem with New York Comic Con. I didn't want to volunteer. Too much.
So there's a lot going on. I think, however, some of the people that did do it, they made the experience a little better for themselves. So if anything, I would want to join them. Maybe not next year, because I think I'm taking a break from convention next year. But like the year after, I might join them and do enforcing for Comic-Con.
Get paid that minimum wage.
That minimum that you might get in December. Something.
But the only problem I have with the minimum is like, is not worth it unless, because we would commute we're from New Jersey.
Yeah. But unless you live in the city or you have a hotel, but like you have to book the hotel in advance, but like
way in advance. But if we took the train, it would take us about an hour to get into the city, which isn't bad. An hour to get back. But the prices just went up.
Yeah, the price just went. It's like 26 round trip.
From where we would need to go.
Yeah. 26, 27, something like that. It's
in the lower 20s if we go to a different train station to go into the city.
But still in this one, if you're doing all like it's a 4-day convention, right?
Yes.
And let's say you would have to do the whole the day before for prep, so that's like 5 days. So it's roughly like $100 trip, for the entire 5 days.
More than 100 now. Before it used to be a flat 100.
Yeah.
Because once you get to Penn Station, I think it was like a 4 or 5 block walk.
Yeah. It's not that bad. It's a straight
only
up
if it's really cold, but this year has been really nice.
Yeah, it was a good year to walk this year.
It was raining one day though.
One day it was raining. That's the day I couldn't reach my my boss.
If you're not within the area and you can't commute to New York Comic Con, working would be
a hassle.
Not just a hassle, you'd be in the negative.
Cash wise? Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're gonna be in the negative regardless if you're an attendee. This just lessens the pain, but then you have to deal with working and stuff.
Yeah.
In that case, I would just attend. Because minimum wage won't even pay for your hotel room.
It really won't. Minimum wage be like SQ. I think that's why people like, of course, room with mad people.
Yeah, they room with other enforcers and stuff. But even then, when you room with all those other people, you still barely pay for the room. Because New York is expensive as shit. And then you got to pay for your meals for 4 days because they don't provide you with food.
No.
They don't provide you with anything.
If I ever
they give you a badge.
Comic-Con, I will be at Go-Go Curry from Wednesday to Sunday.
Go.
No regrets.
Just make a cart and just start selling food. I would do the same thing. It's money.
It is.
Look at those food trucks that park outside. Sometimes
they make guap. And
because
they
Mohan
up their
posted a
prices
picture
too.
on Facebook. He's like, I got a hot dog and a drink. And then he wrote the price next to it. I'm like,
why would you pay that? Yeah.
I'm like,
but I think it was
what was the price?
Those were the gourmet hot dogs, right? With the one with the teriyaki
don't
sauce
even
on
call
it.
that shit gourmet.
Nah, it was gourmet. I saw the bun was.
It's a hot dog.
That looked disgusting, man. It looked
delicious.
He only ate it because nothing else was open.
Nothing else was available.
It looked really gross, and he spent about almost $20.
Yeah,
and it was for a hot dog like not even probably 8 inches, and then a water. I think
it was a water.
And
I think it was a water and a
vitamin
soda.
water.
The vitamin waters are expensive there in general.
Ankit, do you know how many chicken nuggets I can get with $20?
At McD's, 80 pieces.
I can get 80 chicken nuggets.
It's ridiculous. That deal is ridiculous. So many nuggets.
I mean, that's why we were smart and we always bought PB&J.
Yeah. Oh, and for packing for conventions, we'll give you guys a tutorial on how to pack for conventions later on. Probably when the weather's nicer. It's getting cold, but like we'll show you how to do the convention attending on a budget. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, some of us have survived at cons with just $80 and less, and we go there early and leave late.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the CAB, the CAB, convention attending budget. That's gonna be. I like that CAB. I like that. I just
stay tuned for it.
Hashtag. The other thing is Otakon. Otakon returns to its block in August this year. It's going to be August 12th to the 14th. The last year, it's going to be actually at the Baltimore Convention Center.
That is correct.
So it's going to be a big year of changes. We have Animanex in Atlantic City, and we have the last year for Otakon in Baltimore. Next year we're gonna be down in DC, which is gonna be another experience. So,
road trip.
I'm kind of excited for that. It's
an hour to an hour and a half longer from where we usually drive.
Yeah. So
I mean, the bus that we usually take goes directly there if you choose to.
So we still have the option of doing bus. We've decided to take buses most of the time. Some of us are still driving.
Most of the group take bus.
We take bus. It's more convenient for us.
However, this year
we had a lot of drivers.
You know why? It was the bus. It's not uncomfortable or anything. Takes a long time for some reason for a drive that a regular car would make.
Yeah, it takes like about. Well, think about it. We have to commute to New York. wait for the bus. The bus is there, but the bus stops. And like I don't know, the bus drivers sometimes take their sweet time. I think because they're getting paid
And
by
see,
the hour.
that's the issue. Like, if you do the math, driving and taking the bus will cost the same if you split it a car ride with 4 people.
Yeah.
It will end up being the same. But that's the problem because you need one of those 4 people to be a driver, and a lot of people don't like driving 3 or 4 hours. I never mind it.
I don't mind driving. It's just my car doesn't like me driving it too long.
See, he has a car problem.
You have to just mainly worry about the car issue.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah.
I didn't take my usual Acura because I knew it was garbage and it was gonna break down if I drove it.
Tell you a story about my dad's car another time, but that was a.
We'll save that when Otakon comes closer and we tell Otakon stories.
Yeah,
I have a story for that too.
yeah, you do.
That was ridiculous. You guys are gonna enjoy these.
That was a crazy year.
Oh my gosh.
My car rides have always been good.
Lucky you.
I never had a problem.
Good for you.
I've always had a problem.
Huh?
I think I've always had a problem. Something happens.
Although I have a crazy story to tell you of what happened like a month ago. That wasn't con related, but it was like equivalent to his. And I was just like, okay.
I feel it now.
And it happened at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was just like, I was like, oh, all right.
That's and then we have Katsucon, of course. That's the one that's closest coming up.
Any new news for that?
Nah, it's still on Valentine's Day. It's still Valentine's Day
Still
weekend.
no like guest announcements or anything?
I haven't really looked into it. I haven't really checked it out that much. I have it up.
No, okay.
But I haven't really seen anything from Katsucon. Bear with me 1 second, people.
Now, out of all the conventions, I've mentioned this before, Katsucon and MagFest are ones that parts of our groups have gone to that I have not gone to.
Yeah, it's a pretty even split. I like it because like not all of us go. Nope, I haven't seen anything. Well, would you look at that? Okay.
Have you ever staffed Katsucon or just gone as
We go as a vendor.
Yeah, we go as vendors or attendees.
Which we might do in the future when we start making shirts and stuff.
Yeah, which would be pretty cool.
I pulled up the guest list right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got our favorite dude, Bill Rogers.
I love Bill. He's actually a really cool guy.
We got the English voice actor for Karma Assassin's Classroom.
Really?
And who also does Kaneki in Tokyo Ghoul.
Really? The
His
English
name is Austin Tyndall.
That's gonna be pretty cool. I'm taking my autograph book. I found it. I thought I lost it, but I found it. Has Flo's signature in
What else
it.
we got here?
I was excited.
T-Hawk from Super Street Fighter 4.
Let's see.
He's Grimjaw Jagger-Jax in the English version of Bleach.
Oh my God.
David Vincent.
Oh, David Vincent?
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of...
Has anyone been reading or keeping up with Bleach?
I don't consider it reading anymore.
So have you looked at it?
Yeah.
I think people just give up on Bleach. This
is what I do. I'll be like, oh, new chapter of Bleach. Click. Down, right, down, right, down, right. Yeah, that's all I do. I scroll down the page, look at the pictures, press right. I try to glance at whatever words I could see, and then summarize at the end. That was stupid. And then move on.
Usually, if I'm scrolling down Bleach, as soon as I see the word Bankai, I'm like, oh, it must be getting kind of interesting. And then I get let down, and then I'm like, oh.
Recently, that's been the case with this.
Bankai. Oh.
Because he was like, yo, Bankai, it's not even mine. And I was like, okay. And then his vice captain's like, yo, here take this back and take your... I'm like,
Bankai again, times 2.
Oh, God, so awful.
I guess I am
there's
not
not
going
too
to bother
many guests.
reading Bleach.
No, don't. It's not even worth it. I'm probably going to stop reading and just wait till it ends.
That's what I'm literally waiting for right now, just so I can do it in one swoop and just be like,
but hey, guys, remember, this was supposed to end
2 years ago.
Is that when they announced the arc?
I think they made it a big. This is the final arc of Bleach, and I'm like, it's ending. It's ending, no. And then everyone was like, don't worry, Jared. It's going to be another 3 years. I'm like, Oh.
Kyle
you're right,
Herbert.
it's about 3 more years.
Kyle Herbert will be at Katsucon.
Katsucon?
He does Ryu and Street Fighter.
Which Street Fighter 4?
Just as randomly Street Fighter. I guess Wreck-It Ralph for you.
Oh, okay.
Kamina and Gurren Lagann. He is also the narrator in DBZ and Teen Gohan.
Really?
Yes.
I love the narrator. It's actually like one of my favorite people. He actually gets me all hyped up for the show. I'm just like, yeah.
Can we get him to say
You want to
next
try
time on the Geek?
Next time on the Geek Index. I'll be like, oh, God.
Yeah, I'll give you the field recording system for this.
I actually, I'm also going to be doing interviews at Katsucon. So if you guys see me around, I'm not sure what I'm cosplaying as yet. I do plan on cosplaying something simple, nothing too crazy, because I'm just getting back into the whole cosplay scene. But I'll be around with the mic and everything, scheduling some interviews. So if you guys are interested in getting interviewed, I'll be either taking messages on the on the website ourselves, or I'll be asking a couple of my own personal friends to see if we can get some downtime, and I have a couple interviews going just for, just to get your name out there. We'll put your information, your bio up, and we'll get it going. We'll see what happens at Katsucon.
Yep.
And besides Katsucon, we also have another convention coming out on April 10th. It's a college convention called KaguraCon. Yes, I know. It's a bit of. Let me do this, okay?
Self-advertisement. No, it's fine because most of us that are in the Geek Index work for this. Well, we do some of the background work for it.
Yeah,
we don't get much credit for it.
Why?
Well, because we technically can't.
We technically can't, but it's a Rutgers-based convention. It's been going on for.
I technically get credit because I go to Rutgers.
It's been going on for 2 years. This is going to be our third year doing it. We're actually still growing, so if you're interested, we have the link on our page, so you can check that out. And it's still a free convention, so you might as well just go and check it out. It's going to be April 10th, and that's a Sunday.
It's free. There's no reason not to go.
I'm actually
there's gonna be some changes this year though.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say the theme? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
we have a theme going on this year.
The theme is gonna be a 90s anime themed.
Why? Because that was the best year.
It was the best year.
Well, the best decade of anime in my opinion.
Actually, I have a couple guests lined up too, so I actually got guests.
Oh, we'll talk about that later. Because you haven't been posting out the dates in the.
I want to make sure I have everything done before I just start announcing stuff, and I wanted to wait in between.
So
the
are they
holiday
not
season.
100% yet?
No, they're 100%.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the right time to post it.
Tell me. Tell me later.
All right, but yeah, let's.
April 10th. I gotta save it on my calendar.
It's a good day. It's actually my birthday, so.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll be there.
Yeah, you have no choice.
I have no choice. I will be there.
I say there's some things I want to improve there from previous years.
Yeah, definitely.
Make an actual game room.
It's actually getting done. I'll show you the groundwork.
Okay. Because I was kind of disappointed last year.
I didn't even focus on the game room
It
last
was
year.
just like 4 or 5 TVs just playing straight Smash.
That's it.
That's all it was. I mean,
Now,
yeah, granted,
was it Melee?
There was like every single version was there. But mind you, it was just Smash. What if we want to try something else? Not everybody's a Smasher.
So I'm gonna have it's in the head. it's in my thought bubble.
And we're having dealers this year.
Yeah, we're having about 2-3 dealers, and then
Not just artists.
And we're having about 15 to 20 artists. As many as it can fit in there, and we have performances coming up too. We're doing a bunch of panels. The panels are actually upstairs this year. You'll see. I'll show you the map when it's done and finalized before we actually get everything
And I'll make
going.
the pocket guide like usual.
It's gonna be a good experience. I'm really happy about it. If you guys don't know, I love doing conventions, and I've had the opportunity
making events
and making events in general, and I've actually had the opportunity of working with Rutgers and making this convention possible. So they were just like, "You want to do it?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." So now it's my 3rd year doing it. So only gets better from here. That's the plan. I might take it out of Rutgers one day.
I'm planning on it.
Just take it. Just put it in a hotel or something. Just to see where it goes. Just see how it grows.
We would just have to invest our own money into it, but like,
Yeah.
that's fine.
But I'll definitely do that. So I'm taking the year off just to focus.
We might have to charge people at that point, but they'll come.
Yeah, people come, people buy. As my old boss would say, people buy.
People buy.
As far as any other anime news goes, there's this past weekend, Digimon Tri came out on Crunchyroll. How many episodes is it? The first what?
Well, it was technically
This one movie, right?
a week and a half ago now, 2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks ago. It came out the week of or the week before Thanksgiving.
The week before Thanksgiving.
Week before Thanksgiving.
It is the first movie broken down into 4 episodes.
4 episodes. Okay.
And what they do, from what I'm seeing, because they announced the release of the second movie in theaters, is going to be in March. So they're not doing the thing where you have to wait a year for a new movie. It's going to come out every 3 or 4 months, it looks like. And whenever the movie comes out in Japan, we get it broken up into 4 episodes on Crunchyroll the same day.
You know what made me sad? Excuse me. My Crunchyroll account expired like as soon as it came out, so I was like, for real?
Just subscribe to that ASAP, bro.
Yeah, I already resubscribed. I just haven't had the time to sit down and watch it. I've been too busy watching and reading other stuff.
There's so much changes in it.
Is it good changes or bad changes? Like, tell. Yeah, you both seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it? Okay, don't.
I'm not gonna say too much.
Okay, I was don't spoil it, but just like what something. Give us something about it.
Well, I find it odd that it takes place after Adventures Season 2, which is Davis, Yoli, and Cody.
Yeah.
And what was the Emperor's name?
Davis, Yoli,
Dark Emperor. Forget what his name was. The one that's so great at soccer and like everything else in the world. Well, that dude. They don't exist.
What?
We have not seen him in the first 4 episodes, or the movie 1. But this movie takes place after the second season, which is odd because Kyrie and TK have season 2 Digivices.
So it kind of alternate universe.
Maybe we'll see them in later.
Yeah, we have to wait for March for more answers. I'm hoping they show up, but you gotta remember when they announced these movies in the first place, or this TV show before it got turned into a movie, it was about to be just about the original ones.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how are you going to just ignore the other 4 characters they introduced?
Nah, swerve them. We don't need them right now. We're like, yeah, you do. They're important. they were a big deal.
I mean, people obviously didn't like them as much as the original ones.
It's always hard to try and replace the originals in like anything, but
if the story already exists, you can't just erase them from existence unless something happened to them, but we don't know anything yet.
Spoilers, they died.
Can you imagine?
I think so.
Don't say that.
Or not died, but they got wrecked.
They're probably captured or captive somewhere, something like that.
That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see where it goes. It's definitely worth watching. Mad bromance in there.
Bromance is real.
Oh, yeah.
Just almost as real as One Punch Man. The bromance.
No, because that one's like... Would you call that a...
I don't know. It's like a master to pupil type thing. But
I mean, it is. He calls him master.
Of course. that's what it is. The master to pupil type thing. But like...
There's not much bromance there. At least in my book.
They don't know each other long enough to have a true bromance.
They don't do the googly eye thing.
Now, what I see in Digimon isn't really bromance, but we call it bromance because, come on. It was getting up there.
My allergies are picking up. If I sneeze, I'm sorry, everyone. The last bit of news I wanted to talk about was actually a Netflix original. Well, it's new to Netflix, but like the manga's been out for a long time. The 7 Deadly Sins. Have you seen it?
No, not yet.
What? Have you seen it?
I've seen a few of it, yeah.
I'm done with it. You haven't read it either?
I still have to start watching Jessica Jones.
just finished that too. It was
No, I saw you, like, you and your family were binge watching it.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, I'm like, and you guys did it the day it came out. I was just like, okay.
This is no games, man.
I'm gonna wait to binge watch it because it's almost finals.
Yeah.
I want to focus on that. After that's done, then I'm gonna binge watch my shows.
I just did it because I had time. So yeah. But Seven Deadly Sins, Netflix original, is one of the first anime Netflix actually helped produce itself. But the manga's been out for quite some time now. So if you want to check out the manga, it's actually really good. It's a really good series. I'm not gonna go into too much stories about it, but like, let's just say there was a war, and the Holy Knights were the good guys, and the Seven Deadly Sins were of course the bad guys, and it was a holy war, and it broke out, and the Seven Deadly Sins were trying to take over the kingdom, which you'll find out more about if you actually read or watch the series, and they got disbanded after defeating the Holy Knights, which weren't defeated, but it's a weird situation. But the Holy Knights are still there, the Seven Deadly Sins still there. The girl's looking for the remaining Seven Deadly Sins. She's on a quest for like the 7 Dragon Balls, and she finds some of them. And they're really OP, they're really strong, they're really broken. It's a really good series. It's so slow at some points. It's not, I don't want to say it's very perverted. It's not ecchi. There's not like a lot of like boob close-up scenes or anything like that, but it's like you'll see it when you see it. Like that's all I'll say. So Netflix, Seven Deadly Sins, or you can read the manga, but make sure you go do that. It's really good. I liked it. It's really action packed.
I'm looking up some random news that we could talk about, and man, there's some Japan. I'm keeping it classy.
What did Japan do this time?
All right, so I'm on Anime News Network, and one article that popped out was "Start your days with a real schoolgirl wake-up call."
Let's just,
let me just read a little excerpt from this. While electronic devices offer the experience of being aroused by a cute anime-style high school girl, waking up to a real one has remained the province of dreams for some time. Now JK Morning offers such a prospect. Its website is taking registration for a morning wake-up call from real high school girls. It claims that one-offs or regular calls are both possible. The girls will also be screened and must meet certain standards. Payment will be handled through PayPal. It is also seeking girls to make the calls. Yo, Japan.
Stay classy, Japan.
For real though. Hey girl, call me at like 7 a.m. I holla, get a wake up call. What's this? Oh, Japan. Hey, Comandos.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, no.
Is that your dream, Jared?
No.
Are you going to subscribe to an offer like that?
That'd be awkward. What did you do today? Studying? Yeah. What else you doing? What are you studying about?
My god.
God.
Another article.
Why?
They now have a carry your cat with this fluffy Neko suit. So now you have a Neko suit that makes you look like a cat, or like, feel like a cat, and has a pouch that you can carry your cat in.
Like a kangaroo?
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
I would buy 10 out of 10. Would use in public.
In public. It's weird seeing people with those the Neko hats. Like well, not really like our age, but like older people with like the freaking has the pointy ears.
Yeah.
Because I look at them, I'm just like, how old are you? And I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's a fashion statement now. Before I thought it was just many people like us would wear it, but whatever.
Oh, what is this?
Do you? It's your life.
So I read another article, and it's titled "Time to Eat Fried Leaves in Japan." That was kind of the reaction I was getting, trying to see from you guys.
So people would just go to a tree, get some leaves, and are there different flavors? Like, is there?
I'm looking at the pictures right now. They literally get leaves and start frying it.
I would get a maple leaf. For maple
Look
syrup.
at this. He's like making maple leaf tempura. Hashtag Osaka.
Wow.
They're serious.
Maple leaf tempura. My God. They just make tempuras out of anything nowadays.
They're just like, this is good. Here you go. But wow, that's a. Can you imagine if America did that?
Another article title. Watch out, America. Mickey D's Japan is releasing a 48-piece McNugget meal.
Japan has my money. They speak to my heart
Japan
and stomach.
48 clocks it in over 2,000 calories.
That's pretty much the whole meal
That's
for the
a
day.
meal for the day.
That's you're done for the day as soon as that's a party thing.
You know the sad part is I can eat these 48
Yeah.
pieces by myself.
And I can still be hungry afterwards, and you'd be like, I can do something else with my life.
Just two more things. They opened up an all-you-can-eat KFC.
How to make you feel, Jared?
In Japan, right? I gotta go. I gotta see what they. I gotta see if they meet standards.
Jared has to answer the call.
Well, over there, they actually time you for your all-you-can-eat. The lunch buffet is 70 minutes, $15
It's not bad.
for adults. For kids, it's $8. And then on weekends and at nights, it's $20.
It's not bad for 70 minutes, right?
70, yeah.
Just go ham on chicken. That's all you gotta do. And biscuit.
I don't even.
The
Can
biscuits.
Do you really want all you can eat fried chicken?
It's not just fried. It's mainly fried. it's mainly
I'm like, yeah, they
fried.
have a few grilled ones, but they don't taste as good as the
They don't.
the fried ones.
Yo, the original crispy chicken. Oh my god,
And now the final thing.
crispy.
Jesus Christ.
Had a moment.
The final thing that caught my eye. This restaurant that made a meal with Dragon Balls. Let me show you a picture real quick.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that. Yeah,
My God.
that looks. Now, what is it? Is it a rice? It must be like a rice ball or something like that, right?
I'm looking at it. Well, it's a nabe, which is a hot pot dish in Japan.
Yeah.
But what is it itself, right?
Yeah, right? Like what?
The Dragon Balls are made from a collagen jelly with little carrot stars molded into the balls.
It's
The
cute.
resulting dish is known as Dragon Ball Nabe.
Dragon Ball. That's cute.
I want to try this. Yeah, I need to try this when we go.
Yeah.
If it's still around by the time we go.
Hopefully.
Well, those are the most, interesting news I've seen.
So, is there an app to get like a high school girl to?
Yo, let's end this here.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, guys. Make sure you guys do check us out on Facebook to get our YouTube channel, and also get ready for our iTunes podcast.
Well,
and,
it's the same podcast. It's just going to be available on iTunes.
It's going to be available on iTunes, but just make sure you check out for the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like our page, and this has been Jaren with Ankit.
Hold on.
Oh,
Leave a
yes,
comment and see, like, if what do you want us to talk about? Give us your opinions of stuff we just talked about. What's wrong with you?
My nose, I told you.
But yeah, comment. Talk about what we talked about. Give us your opinions. Leave questions for us to talk about in the next one.
Let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
If we missed any news, let us know so we can talk about it next time. Or
Yeah.
if we said something wrong, correct us.
And go in. I know you guys are gonna go in if we were wrong. We're big men. We could take it.
Yeah, kind of.
I have my box of tissues ready.
Yeah, right. He's just reading the comments, crying. I can't do this anymore. Okay. So, once again, it's been Jaren with Ankit
Peace.
and the homie Ricardo.
Adios.
Not saying you're not a homie. I just, I had to. Whatever. And this has been another Otaku podcast with the Geek Index. Stay cool and keep it geeky.